Okay, so we are in post-show. Thank you, chat room, for sticking around. You guys are awesome today. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the ginormous cross that they are constructing in fucking Corpus Christi right now. It is going to be the largest. It's going to be just outside of town on the main highway into and out of town going towards San Antonio. It is going to be the largest cross.
The second largest, I thought.
Largest cross in the Western Hemisphere. Second largest cross in the fucking world.
Fun.
It's going to be, we're still looking into it because it just came to our attention today.
I'm guessing tax dollars.
Well, the guy just made the little Facebook group for it and everything. So they've been working on it on the down low for a while. It's just now they've publicly announced.
Right. So I think it's a done deal. They're breaking ground on it tomorrow. So they have the land. Apparently they think they have enough money or close enough that they think they'll get donations or whatever. Mm-hmm. This will be, if it goes up, the symbol of Corpus Christi. I mean, our skyline is really, for me, not memorable. I have seen.
Well, it's not even going to be near the water, though.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that, there are pictures of Corpus Christi that look really, really nice. Our city does not look as nice as the pictures make it look. I mean, you can go find really nice pictures.
That's a good day and they cleaned up real good. Right? Probably some Photoshop in there as well.
Exactly. They airbrushed the hell out of the city. This is going to be well outside of downtown proper, but it's going to be visible for like...
Every plane that flies in will be able to see it.
Yeah, because it's pretty much almost in the sight, like in the line of...
How big are they planning on if they have to break ground? What is the size they're estimating?
210 feet? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to drill down
Jesus
pretty far
Christ.
to stabilize it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Literally, Jesus Christ. But as I understand, they actually have to divert air traffic around the goddamn thing is what their website is saying.
Then how is that not going to be just automatically
here's the thing. Here's the thing is that people were going insane about a wind farm that they wanted to put in Corpus Christi because they thought that they would have to divert air traffic around that, and now a 210-foot cross, no problem.
We can't even get buildings above a certain height at the university because of the freaking airplanes. Like, they have to be 3 stories or less, and they're going to do this cross?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jeff Grime in the chat room is amazing. He says, can we get a giant Baphomet on the seafront licking Selena? Yes! That's what I want! Nothing less than that. So, for those of you who don't live in Corpus Christi, Selena is a big deal.
Patron saint of Corpus Christi for all intents and purposes.
Like, people come on pilgrimages. There's a statue of her downtown, and people come on pilgrimages.
And there's a Selena Day carnival thing and whatnot.
Yep. It's crazy. And when we were volunteering at the Christmas tree recycling, there was a guy who was panhandling because he said, please, can you give us some money because I brought my grandchildren to see the Selena statue and we ran out of gas. And
Selena, another musician I never really listened to either.
Yeah.
God damn it, Rip. I didn't think tonight could get any worse.
Jack asks if there are no restrictions on such a structure in that area. Apparently not. I don't know. And Ryan says that according to Heather, so this is like fourth hand information, that it's going to be on private land. That's good. And it was donated by a corporation, which tells me it's going to be out there by the refineries. So it's probably
what's across the street from the veteran cemetery.
I don't know where that is.
It's over here. It's just up the road off 37.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to see it from Josh's house.
Yeah, but there's nothing right there on 37. I mean, the Carbon Plant Road, that's the Citgo refinery. That and Flint Hills is out there. It's just a little bit
is out there.
farther, yeah.
Yes, the dead singer. They're asking who Selena is. Yeah, she's the singer who got shot. So, obviously, if it's private money and it's put up on private land, I don't have...
Although it seems weird because, apparently Blake Farenthal's going to go into Congress and talk about it.
Wait, what?
He's going to be at the groundbreaking ceremony. Yeah. He's going to try and have like a day made. They're trying to get it on Fox News and stuff. The good part about the whole thing is that, and here is the conflict. So if you have input onto what we should do, God@atheistairwaves.com, let us know. they are selling memorial bricks to lay around it. So those are the little things where it says whatever you want it to say.
You can
like,
put your family name on
right,
it.
exactly.
Or whatever, yeah.
So we're thinking like we really should pay for a snarky CCA brick to put down there. I don't want to support their cause on putting up a cross, but
see,
at the
that's
same
why I
time,
wonder. It's like, are they already fully funded, or is this supposed to help fill a gap? Because if they haven't funded it completely, I feel like maybe we just take a step back and don't give it any publicity. They won't be able to finish it potentially, but who knows? I don't know like I said, they just went public with
That'd
it.
be awesome if this is going to be like the Ark Encounter.
Oh yeah, I would love it if it was just a big. They couldn't afford to finish it, so it just becomes the giant dildo of Corpus Christi. This big 200-foot dildo. Oh,
Welcoming you into the city.
that seems like such a Corpus Christi thing to have happen. Ryan is in the chat room, says Ezekiel 20-20. That is one of the many suggestions we've had for what we should have on our memorial brick. That's the donkey fucking one.
Who doesn't love that one? All-time favorite.
Donkey hung horse cum Bible verse. If you haven't heard of Ezekiel 23:20, go look it up right now.
And women that lust after them.
Yes. Because the chicks dig horse cum. Is that right, guys?
I can neither
can I
confirm nor deny that statement.
I thought it was the men that were
Well, they had the
men were hung like
horses that had
with
emissions like donkeys.
of donkeys, yeah. Which you
Well,
guys
in that
selected.
case, then yes.
Are you into the emissions like that? It's so funny because the last time locally we had a conversation about that Bible verse, a local atheist who shall remain nameless was telling me about a former partner she had who had emissions like donkeys.
Oh my.
And I just can't even imagine what that's like.
Messy. Although, what does the emissions of donkeys like? I don't know.
I just assume it's a lot. And I think that's the common consensus on the meaning of that verse. It's a lot of cum.
It's not a hand towel at that point. You might as well just get the beach towels out.
Oh, so, all right. Moving on slightly from the... someone want to let us in on why you're laughing?
The chat room.
Reverend Redbeard?
How did they know? Did someone look over the bathroom stall at school?
It's a callback to the last one. What? So moving on just a little bit. In pre-show, while we were waiting for the hard drive to format, we were using Oculus Rift to view porn.
Technically, it's Gear VR.
Okay, can you explain what that is? Just for
Gear VR, it's basically it's a little frame you put your phone in, and it allows you to look at 3D stuff, movies, pictures, videos, games, porn specifically is what we were using it for pre-show. But yeah, so use it with like your Samsung Note 5. It's a Samsung product in coordination with Oculus Rift.
So I have to say,
Let's just say it makes me want to switch phone brands.
So I want to say this, that there are pictures. I think I posted them to the Atheist Airwaves Facebook page. If you're not a member, you should go be a member right now. Of Reb and other people using.
I have your video.
Using the. Don't post that anywhere.
I feel like
I'll post it.
Wink, wink.
Okay,
Don't do that.
But using this big stupid virtual reality thing with their phone in it, and I didn't look at it at all. I was like, oh, that's so stupid. I don't even know, whatever. And then tonight I came in and Joshua, our amiable host, said, "Oh, hey, there's a video, that this virtual reality thing, 360, where you can ride on Rey from Star Wars: The Force Awakens, her speeder through the deserts of Jakku." But I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "This is so amazing!" And then Reb came in and was like, "I have I have porn." Like, okay, get the Star Wars thing out of here. Let's do the porn. And so the porn video is like, and this has nothing to do with anything, but basically you are sitting in the you were looking at it from the point of view of a guy who's lying down on like this little couch thing,
like an ottoman couch, little footrest thing. Yeah.
Right. And then there's this girl who comes in who's like, oh, really into you. And then there's a lesbian couple that comes over and whatever, and another couple that comes in, and they're all doing things. And the thing that freaked me out, because I was like, I did not like it. I was like, okay, I feel really self-conscious right now, because the thing is like you're watching this. It's 360 degrees, 3-dimensional. And so if you turn your head to the back, you look behind you, and if you turn around, you're looking around like as if you're really this dude, and like everyone is looking right at you and smiling, and I'm like, stop looking at me. I'm trying to watch porn. why are you?
I want to watch myself get my dick sucked.
But it was interesting.
Sounds like you'd have a hard time at an orgy. You're just like, yeah, no one look at me while I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing over here. You guys just don't look at me.
You'd be that creepy guy in the corner.
Precious. Yeah, that would totally be me. Yeah. It was just unnerving because it's not the way I'm used to looking at porn. Yeah. You know, like people pretending like they can actually see me. I'm like, whoa. So apparently there's video of that happening. Or no, you got video
of you.
Oh, Jesus
Of
Christ.
you happening, yeah.
Okay, great.
It's going up.
What did everyone else think about this virtual reality porn?
I rather liked it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel creeped out or anything like what you did. No.
No, I was making fun of the poor guy that was the lead of the video.
The person who was supposed to be you.
Yeah.
The body you were inhabiting.
Yeah.
See, and I didn't pay attention to that more. I looked around more.
I was doing that too.
So I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But maybe by the time I got it, he was already ready to go. I don't know.
He seemed
believe me, he gets going.
So
As someone who has enjoyed this privately in his own home.
Now we know why he masturbates with 2 hands.
One for the butthole, one for the...
Oh, sweet Jesus.
No, I think it's revolutionary. I think it's going to change the world.
No, I could get used to it. I could totally get used to it. But it was a little unnerving to me.
Well, and over time, a lot of that stuff will improve. You know, they'll find out like, oh, people don't really like you staring at them. Like, you just have sex with each other, and they just want to like voyeur looking at you doing it. So, because right now it's just like we're all going to look at the camera. You know, it's like, it doesn't really feel like real. You can tell it's like a porn set.
Well, and then everybody has different kinks, so I'm sure that there are some people that want, virtual
people
staring at them.
It's like the only person I want looking at me is the person sucked my dick at the time, and then if I look over to someone else, I want to see, just them having fun.
Them into themselves.
Yeah. Which would make sense, but
shall we?
The technology is in its infancy.
It has so much potential.
I gotta say, it really does. As creepy as it was. Sticky Mongoose in the chat room says, I'm holding out for the level where you fight off 15 cops in a restaurant. Oh my fucking God.
Send him a comment right now. Put
Mongoose wins the fucking night. You win. You win, dude. That is amazing. I would be so into that.
You should send that guy a shirt.
I need to send people shirts, so I totally will. You should find me on Facebook and tell me who the hell you are.
I'm really gonna post this video. Are you cool?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't care what he thinks.
I wasn't fighting off 15 cops at the time, so it's
not that great, but it's okay, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Jack's waiting for the virtual reality porn suit. That might be amazing.
Virtual reality porn suit?
Like where you could actually, I've read like science fiction novels where you have where you can actually feel the objects, and actually they have something similar, yeah. Where you're in a virtual reality and it can make you feel solid objects that are in the virtual reality thing just by stiffening the suit. Anyway,
I feel like I'd be claustrophobic, especially if it inhibited my movement. I'd be like I just feel like I'd have like a miniature heart attack inside there if it stopped moving and I couldn't move at all.
Does anyone... Okay, can we talk about a serious story for a little bit before...
No, we need more porn.
I'm done.
Chesney, do you want to kind of guide us through what this Planned Parenthood thing is? Because
is this a do at the end of the month protest thing? Or is this
No. I stumbled across the Planned Parenthood lawsuit. They're going after the anti-abortion group that posted the video.
Hold on. Before we go on, because Reverend Redbeard It just says they have something like the virtual reality porn suit. It's called having sex with other people.
That's not nearly as much fun.
I don't know that many people who would have sex around me, so...
Don't lie.
Plus,
okay,
like,
I do.
Plus, like, you have sex with like other people, you have to take like their feelings into account
Worst.
and all their
Rev is
kinks.
so
You
cold.
know, it's like, yes, I think you're beautiful. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yes, I respect you as an individual.
And they're always whining, is it in yet? I can't feel anything. You know what I'm saying, Red?
Yeah, we get it. Me and you know.
Sorry. All right, now let's talk about something serious. Okay, let's not.
Okay, I'm better. Anyway, I stumbled across the Planned Parenthood lawsuit. They are planning on taking the organization that posted the edited video of, quote, selling baby parts to court. This was on the Young Turks. What I found interesting about it is that they're not actually going after them for libel or...
Defamation.
Yeah, defamation of that, because it'd be more difficult to prove. But they're actually going after them for fraud. It turns out that this group has billed themselves as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Only their CEO is not real. Their employees are not real. And
is that a requirement, a government requirement, that you have a real CEO and real employees?
Well, I think if you claim there are a CEO and employees and they are paying them or something, I think that's where the
and you're reporting those things.
They had a fake website. The level of the sheer audacity of these people, everything was completely fiction, all so that they could get the tax exempt status, so that they could go after Planned Parenthood and make themselves look good, when really their entire purpose was to go after Planned Parenthood, but they can't do that if they are known as a hate group. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this wins. It'd be beautiful.
But I don't think they get any damages if they win on that case. All they get is putting these people completely out of the business forever, and maybe some fraud.
They'll probably come back. I mean, it's not
they will.
There could be criminal charges. I mean, lying to the government they take that shit pretty
especially
seriously.
about taxes.
Yeah, they'll probably fine them, and then they'll start a fucking GoFundMe or some bullshit, and they're gonna fucking give them $5 billion. Like, look, we're being oppressed by the government because our anti-abortion.
They don't want to stop killing the babies. Help us now.
We tried to do everything we could, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to have to explain to my mom, it's like, no, they're not just going after them because it's because they actually lied to the government, said they had like 15 employees and they're claiming on their tax forms, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to be fucking bullshit.
Jeff Grimm in the chat room wants to know where the congressional hearings are on this shit. I agree. I can't believe that there aren't, and this isn't a really big political football, because most Americans support Planned Parenthood. Most Americans, by a very tiny sliver, are pro-choice. This is something that should not be that political. It shouldn't be a political third rail. It shouldn't be a football that you have to get rid of.
But the opposition is so well funded at this point.
I guess. But I just can't...
Well, it's like, that guy that went and shot up that Planned Parenthood, he's got all this illegal stuff paid for, because everyone's like, fuck yeah. Like, he ain't going to have to pay for anything. Even though he's the one who killed it. It just fucking pisses me off. Just pisses me off.
I agree. But look how many times they've tried to defund Planned Parenthood. They've already tried again this year. It's nonstop, even though they've been told repeatedly that no federal funding at all goes to abortions and has not for decades.
Yeah, but then Planned Parenthood has to spend an enormous amount of money to fight off that stuff. Even though they weren't selling baby tissue, they still had to say well, now we're just going to make sure that we're not doing it. Now they're having to shut things down.
It's not that they're shutting down the services. They cannot be compensated for the transport. Right. So they have to spend money out of pocket for things like liquid nitrogen.
But just for the sake of appearing like they're not.
Exactly.
The lady came out and said, we've go ahead and just stopped those services completely. And that's bullshit.
It is.
Let me just interject an objection here. Because I have been in a similar situation as the abortion opponents are now with Planned Parenthood. For example, way back in the mid-2000s, an employer I was working for was actively promoting the United Way. And the United Way, they spend the donations you give the United Way go to a lot of organizations, one of them being the Boy Scouts, which at the time actively discriminated against gay people, actively discriminated against atheists. They still actively discriminate against atheists. And I was like, no way. I'm not giving any of my goddamn money to an organization who's going to turn around and give that money to this homophobic, bigoted organization. And their response to me was, well, none of the donations, you can earmark the donations to go to something else. It doesn't have to support that. But if I give to the United Way and say, don't use it for the Boy Scouts, then they can just take money from elsewhere and say, okay, we're going to vote.
We'll just backfill what you give us.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm still kind of supporting the Boy Scouts, even though
you're at least supporting an organization that supports the Boy Scouts.
Right.
Right.
And I feel like that's a legitimate complaint saying, although I don't think that that should result in eliminating federal funding or state funding for Planned Parenthood, because what they do is really fucking important. I can understand the objection when you tell them, hey, none of your money is going to abortions. It's all this other money. It's like, well, yeah, but that if we did fund it, they would just send that other money to something else. It is a legitimate complaint, I think.
But don't the abortions are funded exclusively through private donors,
right? But they wouldn't have to.
Yeah, it's. I think there might be some insurance companies that cover it, but most of the time it's going to be out of pocket.
Yeah, but they would be devoting other funds to other things if they didn't have to do that. So I feel like any organization, the total pool of money is the total pool of money that they have, and they're going to devote that money to the things they want to. And so even if I say I only want to support this, well, they're like, okay, great, that frees up this block of money that can throw at this other thing. So,
but on the flip side of that, the government has an interest in preserving the life of women and their healthcare choices and making sure that they're healthy, and any kids that they might have are healthy. And then if they don't want to have kids, that is also an option. Sure. Well, and that's protected by the Supreme Court decision.
But we've known for years that it saves money when you give contraception. For every $1 you spend on contraception, you're saving like $3 in potential healthcare costs for pregnant women.
Yep.
And they still don't fund it. They really don't care.
Yeah. And they're not anti-abortion so much as anti-you getting an abortion.
Yeah.
They don't care about reducing the number of abortions. They want to punish women for having them. Because you look at like Colorado, who gave away free contraception to teenagers and saw abortion rates plummet by 40%. They don't care about that. That's not their goal.
Yeah.
Their goal is to control your sexuality. Their goal is to make you have consequences for having the evil sex. And really, shouldn't we all just unite around this virtual porn shit so that we don't need to have actual sex? Can't we all just get behind porn? I feel like we can't even get behind that.
Or think if you're having you're watching virtual porn while having actual sex.
But these are the same people that are
anti. How crazy would your brain go?
These are the same people that are anti-masturbation as well. I mean, it's really kind of painful because do you remember when the Surgeon General came out and was trying to tentatively say, hey, can we add masturbation into the safe sex options at school? And she was drummed out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be a good alternative to, it would be a good abstinence alternative. I mean,
exactly. And it's healthy, it's normal behavior, and it keeps kids from doing dangerous behaviors.
Because guys are going to get boners and women are going to get lady boners or whatever. So it's probably, if you want them to be abstinent, then maybe masturbation would be a good alternative.
But the only thing they care about is their particular interpretation of how you should act.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to say this. I wanted to throw this out because something Katie Scary said reminded me of it. Something else that they're throwing into the lawsuit also is that they now have proof. I mean, obviously the video was heavily edited, but apparently, if you read the article, they actually found evidence that the fetus in the bowl that they showed was not an abortion of any kind. It was actually stillborn. Yeah. Yeah, and they found the logs for that as well.
They eventually found the original video.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like there is no original video.
But they had already admitted that and just said, "What's the point? That's irrelevant." The filmmaker said, "This is what a child at that age looks like, and this is what an abortion would be like." I was like, "No." So.
I just wanted to throw that out there. The point is that they have a huge list of things that they're able to prove are fraudulent. And hopefully, this will go somewhere.
Religious people don't care about logic, facts, reason, how to put those things all together. It's all bullshit.
All they're going to see is, like, that nice 401c, that volunteer group that was trying to expose Planned Parenthood? The government's going after them now, and that's just big government trying to get... that's all.
Well, and apparently there's also a case going before the Supreme Court sometime, they haven't set a date yet, about all of the trap laws. So that will also be on the books this year. And people are very freaking out because of our current Supreme Court setup that if they uphold these trap laws, it's going to get really bad.
Trap laws? I'm not familiar with.
Targeted regulations against abortion providers. Oh, okay. So these are things like your closets have to be, 36 inches in diameter.
You have to be able to submit patients to the near hospital.
Yeah, you have to have admitting privileges. And they would spend outrageous amounts of money to redesign buildings for absolutely no purpose, and it's they
kind of
bill
fetal
it
heartbeat ones as well. Kind of
they bill it as women's health and making things safer, and what they're ending up doing is shutting down clinics for bullshit reasons.
Right. I mean, it's brilliant strategy, but really shitty.
Yeah, so that's going before the Supreme Court. I keep getting updates from NARAL on my phone.
That's a good acronym they got for that. I like that a lot.
I do too. All right, I think that's. I think we can wrap it up from there. We got a lot of nonsense and a little bit of seriousness at the end. That's a good post show for us. Thank you guys in the chat room for sticking around for so long, and we will see you guys next week, 7:30 Central. Usually like 9, 10-ish for the post show. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.